instructions. Basically, the way it was set up is the initial stage. The first phase is the theft of the PST, or point of sales terminals, in different businesses in the Montreal area. There's two ways. One is with the help of employees who work there, who allow these things to be stolen for a small fee. Or the other way is what they call freestyle, where they actually go in, a group of them, and they will distract the cashier. They'll basically steal it. They'll modify the components inside, the electronic components, and they'll add a Bluetooth, and they'll add some chips that will store the data from the cards from the customers. Once they steal these terminals, they put in a phony terminal at its place, and they modify this one. This takes about an hour to modify. Once it's modified, then they'll let it run for several weeks or a month, and the data will accumulate in this terminal. And with the Bluetooth technology that's inside it, that they placed inside of it, they're able to download the data from a distance from outside the business with a laptop. Once they have the data, they'll put the data on these cards, or clone cards, and now they have these in their possession. They'll put down the PIN number of the customer, and they'll also put down an initial which corresponds to the bank where it was obtained. Once it's ready to go, they'll pile about 6-7 cards in the box. They'll lock it up with a lock, numbered lock, and then they'll get someone else, another organizer, to organize 10, 15, 20 runners, who will then each receive a box like this. They'll usually meet in the parking lot in the mall, or they'll meet back in the industrial area. They'll distribute the boxes, and then they'll all take off. Once they, at a predetermined time, which is, let's say, 6 o'clock in the morning, they all leave around 5:45, go to their spots, and they're on standby. They wait. They'll receive a call or a text from the leader who will give them the code to open the lock. Because what they want is they want the runners to hit the banks all at the same time. Once they get the code, they open the lock, take the cards out, go into the bank, and they'll start withdrawing money with the cards. And as I showed an example here, within 5 minutes, you have $30,000 loss. How they do it is, when you have 25, 30 people doing this with the cards, they all hit at the same time. In this example here, there's 79 cards that were used. They visited 23 banks. They did 203 transactions, and they were able to obtain $30,000, all in 5 minutes. This went on once, twice, sometimes 3 times a day. It went on maybe 4 or 5 times a week, and this is what they were doing. The other method that they use is called overlays. This is basically physically placed on the ATM machine, and in its place, you've got the same kind of components on the back, the electronic components. So when the card goes into the machine, while it records the information, the same method. Again, with the Bluetooth technology that's placed inside it, they're able to download the data from a distance outside the commerce in a safe area. If this is locked down, they're not going to steal it. So the first thing is these things here. Secure them. If they're secured, they won't go anywhere.